This is terrifying. Have you ever heard of a ghost? Of course you have. Ghosts are among us. Some say they're everywhere. Ghosts of famous people, ghosts of family members, and even ghosts of pets. But have you ever seen a ghost? I haven't, and I don't want to. This comes from Reddit user Goblin Sausage. Every night at precisely 2:03 a.m., a baby's wail echoed through the neonatal intensive care unit where I worked. The sound would come from an empty bassinet. At first, I assumed it was a recording of some kind. Perhaps part of a new safety protocol I wasn't aware of. The nurses would always look at each other and shake their heads. It was the ghost of a newborn who died decades ago. They said it still cried out for its mother who never came. Naturally, this being a modern hospital, every bassinet was equipped with a camera, so we could keep an eye on the babies when they were UNT, being held by one of the nurses. The cameras were hooked up to monitors that looked like the ones used in airport security checkpoints, each monitor displaying a black and white image with red and blue overlays to indicate temperature and oxygen saturation. We had the monitors up on our nursing station so we could glance over and check the babies while charting or getting supplies. On the monitor showing the empty bassinets, the cameras focused on the linens. Sometimes there would be a faint outline in the shape of a baby, but most nights there was nothing there at all. The only sound was the baby's cry. It was a normal human cry, not a cartoonish, maniacal laugh. It was heartbreaking, a tiny, perfect wail that tugged at my heartstrings and brought tears to my eyes. I wanted to run over and pick the baby up and comfort them. My gut reaction was to grab the monitor and turn it until I saw a face. That's what you're supposed to do when a baby is crying. Look into their eyes and smile. Even if the baby didn't stop crying, looking into those big, beautiful eyes is enough to make your heart melt. But the nurses didn't seem concerned. They knew the baby wasn't really there. I worked in that NICU for about 6 months, and I never got used to the crying. Every night, like clockwork, it would start. I'd watch the monitor, willing the baby to appear. Maybe if I stared hard enough, I'd see something. One night I did. There was a little girl in the bassinet. She was swaddled and looked peaceful. For the first time, there was a name on the monitor screen. Baby Doe. I don't remember what night it was, but I remember staring at that monitor and falling in love with a baby I'd never met. Every night after that, I'd rush over to the bassinets and stare at the monitor. Still nothing but empty sheets. Then one night, Baby Doe appeared again. This time, she was breathing faster than normal, and her little chest was moving up and down, up and down. The nurses rushed over to the monitor, and one of them hit the intercom button. Stat on Baby Doe. We all stood around the monitor watching as Baby Doe turned her head to the side and spit up a little bit of blood. The nurses were whispering now, their voices tight with urgency. "Get the aspirator," one of them said. "I need suction," another nurse responded, rushing away. The monitor suddenly went blank. The image was gone. The red and green lines that indicated her heartbeat and oxygen saturation disappeared. I felt like I'd been punched in the stomach. I don't remember much after that. I think I wandered off and didn't even finish my shift. I quit the next day. I couldn't take the crying or the lifeless bassinets. It was too painful. I still think about Baby Doe sometimes and wonder what happened to her. Did she find her mother? Is she out there somewhere, living a happy, healthy life? Or did she die? Just another abandoned baby in a long line of abandoned babies. This is truly terrifying. OP, I would have quit immediately after the first night. No way. I'm staying in a room with ghosts. And then after the second night, definitely. Especially if the baby's ghost is in pain. That's a whole other level of horror. Remind me to never work night shift ever again. And I thought this story was going to be like the classic haunted house story where, at the end, it turns out the narrator's wife or husband or child was haunting the house. But no, apparently it's just an actual sad story about a baby who never got to go home. That makes it even sadder. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, then please stay tuned for more content. See you next time.